The tombstones are so creative and artistic. Like the designs are all different. A lot of them, you know, you go into a lot of graveyards, it gets, I don't want to say boring, but repetitive, you know. I like the cemetery because it's so unique. It has a little bit of everything. Hear voices constantly in these videos, so I'm sure we got a few out here. Do what you gotta do. So we're at a cemetery here, just kind of walking through here. Like you looking down, smiling at us. Yeah, this is definitely the first time I've ever been in a graveyard at night. A lot of history in this cemetery.
Little Mary Fagin, she went to town one day. She went to the pencil factory to get her little pay. She left her home at 7. She kissed her mother goodbye.
Here's little Mary Fagin's grave. Pretty historic and famous back when it happened. If you type it in Google or YouTube, a lot of stuff comes up on this. You know what? I think that's her dad. It says George Fagin. So her dad, I guess, is buried there. But here's her grave right here, and her picture. Thank you, Miss Mary. Thank you, Miss Mary. Sure. Thank you, Miss Mary. And let us come visit you.
Smiled and said to Mary, "You go home no more." He sneaked along behind her till she reached the metal room. He laughed and said, "Little Mary, you've met your fatal doom." Lee was the watchman, and when he wound the key, away down in the basement, little Mary he could see. He called for the policemen, their names I do not know. They came to the pencil factory and told Newt he must go. Her mother sits a-weeping, she weeps and moans all day. She prays to meet her baby in a better world someday.
Well, right here, it was some like big congressman right here. It's Clay.
That sounds like a senator name.
Maybe this is a senator.
Yeah.
Yes, you got a lot of credibility and qualifications here. Got a September birthday. Like that. tombstones are so creative and artistic. Like the designs are all different. A lot of them, you know, you go into a lot of graveyards, it gets, I don't want to say boring, but repetitive, you know. And I like the cemetery because it's so unique. It has a little bit of everything. So moving forward through the cemetery. But this lady right here has an interesting story. She's one of my favorite statues in here. Her life was dedicated to the service of people of all races. A true humanitarian, she gave unselfishly through religious and social service work. Maddie Harris. Keep on walking, you'll see there's just more beautiful monuments at the wall. I'm gonna turn off this light, see what it looks like. Still kind of see my shadow there. Look. See, the monuments are just everywhere, man. You got some pretty majestic tombstones in this graveyard. Right here, Laura, I think this is where I believe the owners of the cemetery are buried, I think. Oh, really? Something like that. Because they put the sign here. The founder's lot.
Oh.
So the oldest grave is on this plot, yeah. I bet it's that one.
How is there a hole in it?
I know, right? You think someone shot through it?
Here's the writing on this side.
Just heard something over there, probably a car.
But yeah, right.
Back in the day, they buried a lot of people above ground.
Didn't, like, during Katrina, like, some of these things get washed away and floating around?
That wouldn't surprise me. You know what? It's Central State, or it was somewhere, at a prison, they all had one size coffin there. And anyone above 5'10" or whatnot, they'd have to chop off some of their legs to fit them in the coffin. So I've heard of that. You never know. They could have done that here. I don't know. But I did hear about that. I think it was Central State Hospital. Let's go see Mother Mary over here. So right now, we're right slap almost in the middle of the cemetery. Down here, you have the Confederate soldiers. Of course, that's all your southern states. And then over here, you still have some of the city cemetery. But if you walk straight down this path, you'll walk into a slave part of the cemetery, which is kind of sad, honestly, but at least they have something. Right here, the slave lot here, and this is sad, you know, and it's unmarked, I think. It's got 3 right there. This is one of the main walkways through the Confederate Garden of Heroes. It's kind of cool. Each section has the state. South Carolinas, and they got every Confederate state on this property.
But did they like die in battles nearby?
And Sherman was marching up here. I think a lot of it happened then. Like in Chattanooga, like Georgia line, and then he marched all the way from there to like Atlanta and Savannah and Kennesaw, battles everywhere. And all these soldiers were trying to stop him. All these states are trying to collaborate and get him.
When did they do this?
There were some soldiers' wives that got together and started burying them out here, and then it turned into like the huge cemetery. A few women personally saw it, that over 3,000 men were brought here from the battlefield and hospitals to be buried. This is the main entrance of the cemetery right here. But these are the 3 ladies right here that started the cemetery. They broke ground on it.
Whoa.
There's a lot of them. A lot in Tennessee. Alright, let me show you the statue over here. You'll like it, I think. So they're looking down at the tomb or the grave, which was a wooden board back then. The old controversial Confederate flag. You know. Oh my God, man, they're everywhere. I think he was a senator. So I saw battles everywhere, and attention to us.
Yeah.
I don't know where her grave is though. I just remember the statue. There you are.